Cook with me while I go over the top 5 things that help me gym, that help me progress, and just overall just change and stay consistent. So I'm cooking breakfast. I'm going to be making some turkey bacon, fruit on the side. Always honestly loved fitness, but it wasn't until after I had my son that I was more so interested in it. For more of an aesthetic or more for a look. Like, I didn't know what was going to come with this. To stay consistent in the gym, you just have to accept that progress is not going to happen overnight, and that if you really want something, you're going to have to work at it, and you're going to have to really sit down and just be like, okay, this is what I need to do, and this is where I'm going to. The first thing I want to tell you is that what I wish I would have known is to just enjoy the journey, because the body is going to come to not know everything still 2 years later, because I still don't know everything, and I'm almost at 3 years in the gym. But if you stay consistent in the gym, your form will get better. You will learn things, you will learn your own workouts that work for your body, and over time, my body has changed like 3 times. The 111 I weigh now does not look like the 111 when I actually physically started after I had my baby. That's one. To stay consistent and to trust the process no matter what, because when I tell you, it took me some time to really see progress, and I needed to gain weight, so I was literally eating just anything. The thing is, the way that I looked, it was like I was small, but like I had no muscle definition. I just felt very insecure about my body. I was like, I'm taking it serious. I'm not playing anymore. I was waking up super early, eating so much food, and I feel like that part of my fitness journey was kind of like too much, because it was very overbearing, because I was like waking up so early, like 5 a.m. Newsflash, you don't have to wake up at 5 a.m. to eat something to gain weight. Do it if it works for you, but it was just too much for me. I was not sleeping. My digestive system could not get a break. So, someone's calling my phone. Into the gym. There was this gym that I was going to, and when I say I wasn't really doing like really crazy workouts, I did have some help in the beginning. I was doing like a little personal training program where I was paying someone to help me. I feel like honestly, me getting personal training in the beginning from online, her name was Molly. She's a bigger influencer. She helped me kind of get the idea, grasp the idea. I was with her for a couple of months, and then I was able to go on my way and find my own self in the gym. What helped me with especially being a mom was I had to bring the stroller with me. So I took my son with me to the gym Monday through Friday, and if I couldn't work out at the gym, I worked out at home, body weight workouts. I still look at the videos sometimes and I'm like, wow, like I really started at the bottom, and like I just kept going and I ran with it. Like I just kept teaching myself, I kept pushing myself to go and keep learning, and it didn't matter how I felt I looked. I just knew that if I stayed consistent, that I was going to be where I wanted to be. Like, you just have to really believe yourself. And even if you don't, because I have times where I didn't go to the gym in 2 weeks, like, or a month sometimes, like it just got to that point where I was like falling off a little bit and then getting back on. The most important thing is that I said, hey, I need to stop and get up and go to the gym. So it's just like kind of holding yourself accountable for those things. Nutrition is such a big thing. Like, and you definitely want to focus on nutrition, especially if you have a specific goal. I wish somebody would have told me to still not stress it as much, because I felt like stressing it kind of made it worse for me in a sense, like fun out of everything for me. And I just honestly, about that, my camera died. I didn't realize. I'm now making the turkey bacon. I felt like I kind of made it like a little bit more difficult than it needed to be, now that I kind of like realized. I feel like a lot of like social media makes it harder to understand. So with me, I have learned that as long as I just eat my food, because I used to stress so much about eating enough protein, eating enough this, eating enough that. If I just make sure that I eat at least 4 meals a day with a good, like, you know, lean meats, and then have like, you know, good snacks in between, just everything just needs to be in moderation, and you just need to have like a balanced workout plan that works with your diets. just take it day by day when it comes to nutrition, honestly, because I still struggle with it and I feel like people don't really think I do, and I still do. Sometimes I eat more on days and sometimes I eat less, and I just try to make sure that it's a consistent thing as much as possible, that I'm eating my meals. Like right now for breakfast, I'm gonna eat 2 pieces of turkey bacon, a good amount of egg whites. I usually don't measure stuff out. I tried to do that and it didn't work out for me. It was making stuff more stressful. And then a good amount of fruit. So like I feel like what's really helped me was adding in more fruits and vegetables. Like definitely fruit in the morning, like having fruit at least 2 to 3 times a day. It has helped me a lot. And just making sure that like almost every meal that I'm having some type of protein. And then like a snack, I have like cottage cheese, like little things like that, which I'll do another video on, is to, yes, make nutrition very important, and make your meals at home. Like try to do more so quicker meals at home, whether it be like sandwiches or meal prep has changed my life. Like it's hard in the beginning to do, but once you actually do it and you realize how much easier it makes your whole life. What? No. I literally tell everyone to meal prep when they can, like a day off of work, so that you can have this planned out for days, you know? So like having that, making quicker meals, like I make a lot of little quick protein meals. So like I'll have like tuna and a seaweed wrap and rice, and that's 28, the whole can of tuna is 28 grams of protein. And then you have the rice, and then you have the seaweed wrap. That is everything that you need right there for like a small, quick 5-minute, it takes 5 minutes to make that meal. So there's a lot of little things that you can do to fit it in. And my best advice is just try to make it less stressful for you. So meal prepping is so good, and trying to eat your breakfast, trying to space them out in a good amount of time where you can fit in your meals. So 8:30 has helped me a lot to get in all my meals for my goals. So it just depends on your goals. Like I would just look into more of your goals, your schedule, meal prepping, more fruits, and just cook more food. Try to stay from the outside snacks and stuff like that, and make your snacks more whole foods too. Like, you know, make sandwiches, or make, if you like yogurt, cottage cheese, smoothies with oats in it, and or without oats, with that, whatever it may be for your goals. Try to make them at home. I would say try to make them at home with a balanced workout plan. Nutrition is very important, but try to make it less stressful for you. If you want to see the change has to be at home too, especially in the kitchen. I always knew this in the gym, but I see a lot of people still don't do it. Warm up before you work out. Like, especially if you're weight training, it's so good to warm up before you work out, because it warms your body up for the workout and it helps prevent less injury. Now, I would say I still need to work on stretching after, but that's very important too. I notice when I stretch more that I'm able to get a deeper squat, and I'm important to make sure that your body is being taken care of. And you know, because when you're lifting, you're putting your body through that and you're not stretching out those muscles, it can make them very stiff, and it could lead into injury over time, or it could just lead into lifts that don't really make you feel good. And we don't want to not feel good, even though on the days that we may not feel good, we want to at least be able to get through our lift without getting injured or feeling stiff or hurt. That would be the third thing for me, is to definitely warm up, and stretch as much as you can after your workouts. And over time, it would just be a part of the routine. It takes 5 to 10 minutes to warm up your body and really get it going before you work out. Step 4, I feel like focusing on proper form would be number 4 for me. Focusing on proper form. So here's a story about when I first got in the gym, because after I had my baby, like before I had my baby, I already felt like I knew what to do in the gym, because I was working out, but I had stopped before I got pregnant. Here's my turkey bacon. But when I got back into the gym, I was using weight that I was doing form, like my RDL form was not that great. Like everything wasn't that great, because I just got back in the gym after some time and my body was just not used to that. and it was hurting. My back was hurting the next day, especially after the RDLs, because I was lifting. It wasn't that heavy for me at the time, but it's just the way that I was doing it. The way I was doing the RDLs was hurting my back, and it had hurt me for a couple of days, and I just knew then that I needed to lower the weight and practice the form. So focus on your form when you're starting in the gym. Most importantly, it doesn't matter if you're doing it with 5 pounds. Focus on your form, because once you get that form, you're able to gain the strength over time. You will gain that strength over time. As long as you're doing the form right, it's going to feel better, and you're going to be able to get that actual, whether it be hamstrings, your glutes, you'll be able to actually feel that stretch and not hurt your back and grow that muscle. Time to do the eggs. Focus on your form more than anything, and it doesn't matter if it's a little bit of weight. Who cares who's around? Who cares what anyone says? No one cares. I feel like that was the reason why I was in the gym. I felt like if I was in the gym, I needed to be lifting weight. Like, if I'm gonna be in the gym, I needed to be lifting some weight, and that's just not true. There's days that I go to the gym still to this day and still do a lot of body weight workouts for myself, just because, or I start off little, like with back squat. I'm still practicing back squat because I didn't really train and do back squat. So I'm still working my way up with back squat, and I still warm up with just the bar, and I still do 25 pounds on each side. I'm still working my way up there because I want to make sure that my body is used to that form of going up and down the correct way with squats, so that I don't hurt myself in the future as I'm growing, if that makes sense. So egg whites, I love these things so much. The 5th thing that I would like to give to people, especially in the gym or even at home, whether it be you see some influencer online like me, or someone at the gym afraid to ask for help. There was a lot of times when I first started that I was afraid to ask for help because I didn't want to look, I was clueless, but I didn't want to look a certain way, and I just thought, maybe I'll just get it offline. But it's not as simple. Online workout and they tell you to do this, but it's just like, it's different when you have that one-on-one connection with someone, or someone physically helping you with something. You ask for help if you really need it. Like, always asking for help might lead into you getting a personalized workout plan for you. Over time, you'll be able to know. So like, you never know what you're gonna get if you just ask for help, and that could put you in a certain place. So like, putting yourself out there more and more could just help you better as a person and better in the gym, And I've learned that for myself too, is putting myself out there more, making friends in the gym, accepting help from people when I could tell that they're not trying to be a certain way or trying to be like, a douchebag to me, and they just genuinely want to help me in my form or whatever the case may be. I sit there and I listen, and I let them teach me. And if you feel like it's not right for you, then adjust to what you think is right for you, because like I said, adjust to the form. Your body will adjust to certain things. My form has gotten better on my own, growing. So the more you grow, the more that you will learn, and it will just happen for you. You will teach yourself a lot. And when I say that, I mean that, because it has taught me so much discipline, and the discipline that I have learned in the gym, I have been able to utilize in my life. That switched over to nutrition, because I wasn't really focused on nutrition for a while, and once I did that, in the 3 months that I've really focused on nutrition and eating whole foods and just making sure that I eat mostly at home, it has changed my body in those 3 months significantly, to the way that I'm happier, and the way that I train, I feel more energized. So you teach yourself things as you go, and I just wanted to put it out there that this journey is not about being perfect. It's not about perfection at all. And I think that's what put a lot of stress on me for a long time too, is that I took the life and joy out of what I love to do. And I would feel guilty. Well, a lot of gym rats feel guilty for not going to the gym, but I would feel guilty if I didn't feel up to it, some days, and I didn't have content for my people. But it's just like, I wanted to be real with you guys and give y'all tips on how to properly go about things in the gym and how it started and what things I wanted to know. But I just I want you guys to know that it's not about being perfect at all. By the way, my eggs are done. My egg whites are done. It's about learning yourself and just enjoying the journey and taking things as they go. When I first started, I did not think that I would be a personal trainer. Like, I did not, but it genuinely makes me happy to help people. Me pouring that confidence into them, but then they realize that they did it all on their own is what makes me feel so good. It's because, like, I'm here to push you and let you know that you can do it. You can make time management to get in the gym. You can work and still get in the gym. You can do those things. But I'm a full-time mom, student. I am now a personal trainer, and I post content for a living. I do this for the people that look up to me, and I just wanted to give those 5 pieces of information, but I really want you to know that once you realize that it's not about perfection, it's all about just feeling good about yourself and building community around you and making those people that are around you feel good too, and helping everyone be healthier and making yourself healthier, and just the mentality changes over time. You know, the consistency makes you more disciplined, and you just get a lot of rewards out of being disciplined and taking care of yourself. And it's scary at first, and you just have to take it day by day, and then one day you're just going to feel confident in there and you're going to feel great, and one day you're going to be able to probably help somebody else too, somebody else new in the gym. You're going to be able to share your story, and you're going to tell them, I know how you feel. I don't exactly understand how you feel, but I know the feeling. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, and just remember that you're perfect in your own way. Progress is not linear, and it's over time as long as you're consistent. I promise you that the body that you want will come if you just show up. I'm here for you guys. You know, I'm a personal trainer now, personal trainer for Fit for Life, and I have online training, and I'd be honored to work with anyone and help anyone. So if anybody ever wants to, you know, some training or DM me about any questions, definitely do that. I'll definitely be there to help you. I finally got my breakfast made. I got me some turkey bacon. I got 4 pieces up here because Justice is gonna eat some, and I'm gonna eat 2 pieces. And then I got my egg whites, and then the breakfast. We got some eggs, egg whites, turkey bacon, and fruit. But okay guys, I hope that the information that I gave you is helpful, and like I said, if you guys have any more questions about anything, I'm more than willing to help you. Show up, give it all that you got, and you're doing amazing. Bye guys.